Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm Laura.
And we're
Two Paper Girls. Today we're going to do a video about our TBR Shame. These are books that we own that we should have read and haven't for whatever reason.
Or books that I don't own that Laura owns, such as one I'm going to show you first and I haven't read even though it's Laura's favourite.
This isn't a tag video, but I've seen quite a few booktubers do it and I enjoy watching it, so we thought we'd enjoy it too.
Let's get straight into it. One of Laura's favourite books is Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. Childhood favourite.
Yeah.
I've never read it. And before I met you, I'd never watched it.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry. I didn't even know the story of it until I met Laura. So I need to read Peter Pan.
You really do.
Before you fall out with me.
My first book is Walking Home by Simon Armitage. Simon Armitage is my favourite poet and I love walking and nature, and he has done a book where he poetically writes about walking. That's just like my dream book, and I've got it in hardback and everything because I got it as soon as it came out and I've had it for a really long time and I just don't know why I haven't read it. It's gorgeous as well. Look at the gorgeous cover. Just why haven't I read this?
My next shameful TBR is The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I love the programme, I love the mystery, I love the classic literature. Why haven't I read it yet? I can imagine them. I know, I can imagine them as Sherlock and Watson, and I still haven't read it. I'm in shame.
My next book is The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I own the entire trilogy of this and everyone loves it apart from Amy, but even you admit you'll probably love it on a reread. And I don't know if you can see the other two books behind us, but they're there. I bought them all because I don't know why I haven't read this. It might be the size, it might be because Amy didn't enjoy it, but I should really read this.
I'm very ashamed that I haven't read this one. I love dinosaurs, as I've said before, and there's a book, and it's Jurassic Park, and it's got the plans in to make the park. Like, I could take this really seriously and do it myself.
My next book is probably the one I'm most ashamed of. It's Life of Pi by Jan Martel. I'm especially ashamed because I actually own two copies. I own the film edition and the other edition because I don't even know. I know I will love this book. I can just guarantee it because everything about it sounds amazing. I love the film, which I'm upset I have seen before I read the book. But look at, it's just gorgeous, and I have two and I still haven't read it. I have doubly not read this and I really should have, and Amy loves it and goes on about it all the time, and I adored the film. When I was watching the film I was like, I need to read the book, I need to read the book. Still haven't.
You need to read the book.
I know.
When I was looking through my bookcase, I was looking at the classic shelf and I found Dracula by Bram Stoker. We did Gothic A2 literature module and I still didn't get round to reading probably the most Gothic book, which might have helped me.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to. The writing is tiny. I read the first page and I was like, I'm not sure what's going on. Dinosaurs top vampires. But I'm very ashamed to not have read this.
My next book is A Million Suns by Beth Revis. I read Across the Universe and really loved it. I thought it was amazing. I bought this very ugly sequel as soon as I saw it in Waterstones when we went to Leamington Spa like years ago.
Oh my god.
I know. And I still haven't read it. And I don't know why, because it's fast paced and fun and series. I think it could be a series that might get better as it goes along.
My next book is The Game of Thrones. I cannot believe I haven't read this. I adore the programme, like who doesn't? You gotta watch it. I need to get around to reading this.
My next one is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed that I haven't read this because even though I've had it under a year, I think this book sounds incredible, and the only reason I haven't read it is because it's so long, which is really bad of me because as a reader I should look past the appearance and just realise it'll be an amazing book, and it will, and it's meant to be. It's not even slow. I've heard it's really fast paced, but it's just so long, and I was going to take it on holiday but it wouldn't fit in my suitcase, and I just don't think I'm going to have time for this now with uni reading, so I don't know when I'm going to read this, but I really should.
My last book that I'm ashamed that I haven't read yet is Inheritance by Christopher Paolini. I really liked Eragon, the first book, and I love the film, which not many people did. And I just haven't got around to reading it because look at that. It's so heavy. But Laura got me this signed copy before Christmas and I still haven't read it. I don't know why. The author's gorgeous. It's brilliant fantasy. I don't know why it's not as famous as Lord of the Rings and things like that, because it's amazing.
My next TBR Shame is another one that I'm very ashamed of. It's The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. This book is written by death, and as a literature student that is like the most amazing way to narrate a book, and I just haven't read it. I've always wanted to, and I actually never owned it. I think I bought it last year, and since buying it I just still haven't read it. I think the thing that puts me off is that it's historical fiction, like it's set in Nazi Germany, and I hate historical fiction, as you know if you've seen any video that I mentioned Wolf Hall in. But I should look past that because I know it's still going to be a really, really amazing book, and I have not met a single person that can fault this or doesn't like it. I haven't read it. I'm very ashamed of it.
So there are books that we're ever so ashamed that we haven't even read yet. We will get round to them.
Hopefully.
We should do like a year in advance and see if we have read these.
What, a year today? Have we read these books yet?
Yeah.
Probably not, because of uni. We'd have to read all of them over summer, and they're quite big, which is why we haven't read them. Comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you later.
Bye. Da da dum 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 da da dum dum dum.